of winter delicious food in North China's Inner Mongolia. And right now we are here. This is the place we called the place here in Inner Mongolia, and it's the Zhongguo banner. And these two Chinese character, actually a lot of Chinese could not really pronounce, is pronounced as ku le. It's in local dialect. It's in the Mongolian language. Means that the a pastoral. Or that also can mean that's a local cake. And we talk about this kind of cake. You're looking at this is the setting that we're gonna to make this kind of cake. And we also invite local masters, Madame Sun, our sister Sun, and also Sister Wu, and also our chef. So they will work together to make this very special cake. And this is a local cuisine. And we talk about here, this is the Inner Mongolia. And this is the Zhongguo banner. And talking about why this is a very famous local cuisine, actually looking at here, this is a local grain. And this is a very special food here. In color gold. And actually, we call this a glutinous broom corn. And that's the raw material, the ingredients we need to use. And from this little golden yellow corn, and we're gonna make it into a cake. So we talk about that you put, like you're making dumplings that or making that pizza dough, that's you first need to make the dough. So we put into this steamer, and so you put that into a steamer, make sure that's evenly heated. So make sure it's layer by layer. So first you grind the corn or this glutinous corn into flour. So you make sure you add the adequate amount of water, and then you make it into the flour and put layer by layer to the steamer. Cannot really tell you exactly how many layers you're gonna put inside the steamer. It's based on your experience, so it's learning by doing. And we talk about make sure it's all the flours evenly heated. And then you can make a dough for the cake. Once again, this is a very special food. This is a dish you only can find here because we talk about these glutinous. The broom corn actually is a very special local grain. So looking at this dough, actually is first fried in the wok, that around the 70 degrees Celsius. Make sure that it's a little bit too hot. And then you take it out and add water into it. So this is the dough, and also you bring them into the small balls. And then you make two holes at the front and at the back. And then into like a donut shape. So it's kind of a mini donut shape. So judging from the appearance, you could tell which one is made by the master. So master says I'm quite good at making this donut-shaped cake. So we talk about that. You put the flour into the steamer. Actually, you're looking at it, we not really pour everything at once. Basically, you could see that there's layer by layer. We put one layer into it, and then after like a minute or so, and then we put another layer on top of it. So once again, we are making this local food called Culinary, and this is actually a local food. It is a very specialized local cake dish, and because it's made by a local featured a glutinous bloom corn. So first make the corn into the flour. So we grind the corn into flour and then pour the flour layer by layer into a steamer, and then we make a dough. And from the flour to the dough, and then from the dough we make little mini donut shape cake. So this is basically a process to make a local cake dish. For Dringer banner, Actually, a lot of places not really plant wheat. They plant this kind of the agrutus corn, and actually already with more than 1,000 years of history. This is a must dish for local people, and also a very important major staple food. We talk about cake or gao in Chinese also has share the same pronunciation as higher. So for the new year and our approaching to the end of the year, actually we also like to make this kind of the food because it's really have the good meaning, it's the good wishes, a blessing and a pray for the new year. Hope everything's better and we could go higher and higher. So people also quite like to enjoy a piece of cake, this kind of gao, to pray for a good new year. And we not only enjoy cake, we also here looking at for Inner Mongolia. Actually, we talk about the food here, especially the meat is so juicy and fresh. So if you go to Inner Mongolia, please do enjoy a meat dish. And this one is mutton. You're looking at. We talk about Mongolian food consists primarily of meat made from mutton or beef and also dairy products. But here looking at today we prepare for lunch is looking at this very nice color mutton, and also we have the flavors, the a seasoning. And also we prepared red onion, and that's a little bit spicier than the normal onion. So we prepare different species to make the mutton. So we also would like to make the stewed mutton. So you first pour the mutton into the cold water. So prepare a boiler. So you put a cold water inside, and also make sure that you also put the mutton into the cold water, and then you boil the mutton. So it's kind of the process to clean the mutton before adding additional like soya beans or other a source. So we not really like to put a lot of seasoning into mutton because the meat itself already very tasty and juicy. So we would like to keep its original flavor. So this is really hot, and we make the dough. Because it's just directly just out of the steamer, so you know it's burning my hands. So make sure it's glutinous or sticky enough. Then that's the ready to cook dough. So we're looking at right now we're making the dough, and you could tell master so skillful. And then you're looking at the green hand, you could tell the difference. So, well, that's the a young lady making this dough. The master is going to make stuffing. So we'll have one stuffing that's for a vegetarian, or actually like vegetable stuffing, and another stuffing we're gonna make a sweetened bean paste. So we also put a sesame paste into it, into the stuffing. And also looking at this is potato. So this is one stuffing, and still burning my hands. So for the a sweetened bean paste, that's the one kind of the dough. So that will be a sweetened taste. And for the vegetable one, if anyone likes salty stuff, then this is the one for them. And also we put that the grain, that's the Chinese chives, or the fragrant floured garlic. So it's kind of like a way to make the steamed stuffed bun. So you're looking at later on we will put a stuffing inside the doll, the little doll. So you're looking at, we have two different tastes of stuffing. So for the people, if you like salty mouths, then you could try a vegetable stuffing. So you're looking at, that's basically the potato stuffing with some sesame paste. And then we also have a sweetened taste stuffing as a soya bean. And the outside, this is not just normal flour. This is a glutinous or sticky rice. So it's a sticky corn. Actually, we make that sticky corn first into the dough, and then you're looking at we put either sweetened stuffing or salty stuffing inside. It's very like making that steamed bun or dumpling. By looking at the shape, basically it's more like a steamed bun.
再往边按一下，这样，这个厚度大概这样。那这不都成了饼了吗？炸出来就是这样的。我再来试一下咱们这个手法。
But for a steamed stuffed bun, it's like really a round,
就可以包了。
choppy one. But looking at this one, actually, after we putting the stuff inside, you're looking at actually we not really make it round shape, or make it actually quite flat.
这样可以吗？咱们平常在家里做这个费不费事啊？不费。那家里孩子有没有时候会点名说要吃这个，您就得帮忙做？有求必应的妈妈。这样你看，可以吗？这是。
So you're looking at it, this is quite a flight. We're not really make it as a steam bun shape. It's a flight shape.
好，我再来这边，这是我的2位师傅在这边，我的压力还挺大的。
Master in orange, making a salty taste, and master in green, making a sweetened taste one.
您来，您来。满满的，可以压一下。压一下，它就是长立体了。长立体了，也回来了。您这个手法，我觉得，哎呀，我还是真得学一学，是怎么把它捏住就可以，是吧？捏回来，捏回来。所以我们的糕其实它是有不同的形状的，从这个油圈到圆。
So we're looking at for this cake, there are different shape. You're looking at we have dumpling shape, we have quite flat steam bun shape, and also looking at we also have like a mini donut shape. So it's the same cake dish, but actually available in various shape. So we talk about that for the wedding ceremony, and for like birthday ceremony, for birthday party, we like to enjoy that the sweetened taste cake. And if you like to treat your friend for a nice meal, normally we make a salty taste cake. And also sometimes we make both stuffing cake. So we make like the dumpling shape. You look at this is a dumpling shape. It's kind of like a triangle shape. So if we make this shape, it means salty taste stuffing. If we make it a round shape, the flat round shape, which means that will be a sweetened one. So from this different shape, people also can tell whether it's a salty one or a sweetened one.
我们再来复习啊，这个豆沙馅儿的它是要按包包子的手法来，然后菜馅儿的是包饺子的手法来。
So the way to make this cake is quite like making dumpling or making steamed stuffed bun.
这个做法非常的朴实，就是家里面的感觉。咱们还差几个？是不是可以去下锅炸？ 我来端这个，然后。
So it's not finished yet. And then we go to the next process. So we go to the kitchen to fry the cake.
这个由我来。好，那我们都先放在这里。看一下，其实我好像已经分辨不出来哪个是我。
And looking at it, we actually make 3 different shape cake. And the dumpling one or the triangle one, that's the sultan stuffing inside. And that's the tomato one. And also looking at the one I'm holding, that's a little donut shaped one. So there's no stuffing inside, as you can tell.
这油量非常大啊。温度不够，这个怎么掌握？到底到什么程度是可以的？
And for the oil, we also use the local linseed oil.
稍微有一点烟了。
So what is the right time to put the cake inside? So looking at it, we use
那这个油大概要烧多长时间？
the chopsticks inside the oil. When you see that small bubbles around the chopsticks, which means that the oil is ready, so you can put the cake into the fry, into the oil.
绝配。它其实已经在冒泡了，是吧？这个比较危险啊，我们也提醒大家一定要小心，在做这道美味的时候，同时也要注意安全。
So right now we're waiting
我觉得从这个
the oil to reach
好，我们来挪一下，还要再加一点碳。
the required oil, the temperature. So basically, you could see that master put the chopsticks into the oil, which they are looking for the bubbles. If they see the bubbles around the chopsticks, which means the oil temperature is good enough to fry the cake.
大家看着，觉得它到了一个什么样的程度，它就熟了，或者什么，不会像是有这种精准的刻度或者是时间的来限制它。多年的经验。看成色。
So one thing's quite special for the Chinese food is like when you cook a lot of food, there is not really exactly that really strict measured time or how much salt and sugar you're going to put inside. Just like a little bit. So if you ask masters, they always tell you a little bit. So it's quite hard to measure so-called a little bit. This is basically based on their many years of experience. And also talk about for the temperature of the oil is 70 degree, 80 degree. They just tell you a little bit that a secret is like you put the chopsticks inside the oil, then we'll see the bubbles around the chopsticks, which means the oil is ready. And also looking at a bigger wok inside, that's the mutton. We also need a fermentation for these flour. So it's really time and efforts consumed dishes.
也可以把它先放置在一边。对，放在一边晾凉，晾凉。打到苏打。再放上苏打，然后把这个酸碱稍微中和一下，所以它不会有发酵出来的这个酸味儿。对。咱火快起来了。火快起来了。这个炸糕圈是不能 啊，和咱们那个糕是不一样的。
虽然它是一样的面，它这个好像是这个是生的，那个是熟的。这个是生的，我手炸，就是油啊就不让太起。
还是
稍等一会儿啊。
行，那我们这边好饭不怕晚，所以所有的食材都需要时间的考验。
对。
We still need to waiting for the oil to reach the required temperature.
然后家里面的哥哥姐姐、叔叔阿姨都在忙活着做饭，然后我闯进来问大家这个是怎么做的，带着满满的好奇心。这个羊肉看着好香啊！
好从那就聚在一起，好像是暖暖的，芳香的家。
But we really like this kind of cooking time because, like you're looking at, we're really busy, but all we're doing is like to cook really delicious food for our family members, for the lovely ones. The loved ones. So you're looking at this is really the happy time. And right now you're looking at we put a donut into the oil. This is linseed oil. And it's floating to the surface. So that will be very beautiful gold color.
贴心的提醒我，看着我这个确实手笨啊。
这个可烫了，它那个。
油锅非常危险。
对，好了，咱们这就抓了，我好像起来了。
火起来了。
拉起来。
好，那边就要盖住。
咱们上还有炸鱼。
看它现在立刻就变成这种焦黄的颜色了。
And then it turned to like a brown color or a toast tan color.
咱们要炸多长时间呢？
就是咱们看它的
也是看
颜色，看它的颜色，还有没有时间？
也是凭经验来掌握。
对。
那我觉得这个糕确实，如果像我一个初学者，没有什么经验的，完全没有办法入门啊，各方面都是靠这个经验来掌握的。
我做盖2次就知道了，1次不想。
多做2回就知道了。所以在家里面也要多。
So this kind of really you only can learn from the master because a lot of recipes, like the secret inside, cannot be written.
都已经变成了颜色，要一直保持着，让它来回的不停的翻转。
And make sure you turn the donut. Make sure that both sides of the donut is well fried.
我看着已经觉得非常馋了。这个我们一会儿来捞糕是吧？还是您用筷子夹？需要这个吗？
需要呢。手法。
好。行，那我给您打下手。您看着这个糕大概什么情况下它就熟了？就像您说，这种外面是焦焦的，是酥脆的，然后里面它是像刚才那个面一样，这个软的。
里软外脆。还有点炸起来，你看它就不容易糊了。主要这样放，你不得。
So the taste we're going to make is like it's very crispy outside, but also actually a sticky and soft inside. So it could be very chewy, I believe.
所以它飘起来了之后，也是要不停的翻，不停的。
炸的也上不了。
稍微时间长一点，它就会变焦了。来回的滚动。咱们这个羊肉是不是已经可以出锅了？
So the mutton dish is finished. So we will have the mutton dish ready to the table. And here we're still making the egg cake. So for the cake, actually, they have a bigger name for the cake family. It's called deep fried cake.
都是不一样的形状，看见就会不一样。啊，我们现在出锅了之后，这个糕它就是这种
So looking at a brown color.
还浸着油。您这个摆盘也是非常的讲究啊。好，那我们这边羊肉已经出锅了，大家可以期待一下，一会儿在餐桌上我们一起来尝一尝这个羊肉蘸糕这种顶配的搭配到底是什么味道的。那我们的糕圈就可以出锅啦，然后我们先放在旁边
And
等
then
一等我们的炸糕。
we will have another cake dish. So this is a sweetened stuffing one.
我来吧，大姐我来放。好，像刚才一样把它滑进去是吧？好嘞。这个因为它没有中间的圈儿。
So inside that's a bean paste filling.
可以把这个热气向外传输，所以它好像一放到油锅里面，它这个
泡泡就起来了。
对泡起的特别快。
炸起泡来这个就香，还有这个就是熟的。
啊，这个已经是熟的，这个没有那么长时间是吗？它不是像刚才这个油圈一样的飘。
So for a donut-shaped cake, you're looking at actually that's made from a flour that's not cooked. For this one, you're looking at with the stuffing inside. Actually, we first steam. The core flour. So for this one, a stuffed cake, it'll take shorter time to fry.
小的时候我只是对这个豆沙馅儿的这个牛炸糕特别有记忆，因为家里的老人就特别爱吃这个。啊，控控油。
And you could tell for this one that when it's turned to this really gold, fresh gold color, which means it's well fried. And it's ready to serve.
它含有很多，就像包括这个老辈人对小辈人的。
So the color is quite like a fried chicken, chicken, but it's a cake. It's a sticky rice cake. We call it a deep fried cake. And right now we're putting into the oil, this linseed oil, and this is a vegetable one. So there's a salty taste.
稍等一下。啊，火它有点降下去了，因为这个铁锅它导热和这个热气的散发都特别快。
对，你看就炸起这样的泡泡来。
它表面上会起很多的泡泡。这个油温如果过热的话，它是不是？
也没有泡泡的，这就也是可掉，你看，还有是说，你往后头滑就起来泡了，你看。
放进去它就起了泡了。
你往后不泡。
这个也是熟的面，所以它炸的特别快，是吧？这回一会儿让我来试一下，咱们捞出来。
对，咱们手炸一下，这炸的正好啊。
这个是金黄的。是不是它表面上起了泡泡，反而证明它是会炸到位了，就更好吃？
对。
So when it's turned to golden yellow color, which means it's ready to eat. So you're looking at actually this is really taken shorter time than the donut one. So we believe this one will be really crispy.
但是非常明显，这个就是我刚才包的，它特别胖，比大家包的都胖很多。
So looking at the brown one, that's take a longer time to fried because that's the uncooked dough. So we need a longer time to cook that cake dish. But looking at this one, no matter it's a sweetened stuffing or the filling inside or a salty one, it's already cooked because the dough actually is already cooked, steamed. So not really need that long time to deeply fried inside the oil. So this is 3 dishes of local favorite cake. That's a deep fried cake made from a local very special a glutinous broom corn. So this is normal, actually, a lunch table, and people, like a family, really like to sit down together to eat a very nice food. So I invite Mr. Wang to introduce more a story of the a kure cake. So kure is the local dialect. So for anything that's kind of a donut shape, we always talk about it as the kure. So kure actually can be applied to different kinds of objects. It's not only limited to food. So kure normally refer to donut shape or round shape object. It's also for blessing. And also for the kids, when they celebrate the adult ceremony or coming of age ceremony, we also treat them a very nice dish of kure, and also have a round golden accessory around their neck. We also call that kure. So for this kind of a donut, you could tell actually it's very easy to carry because this is actually originated from Song Dynasty, and there was a wartime. So for the army, it's quite easy for them to bring a cake with them, and it can preserved for many days. And also it's very easier to string many of these donut shape cake and hanging to the horse. So it's a very good a military food actually in the old days. It's very, very delicious. It's very crispy outside and also very soft, chewy inside. Only looking at it before for the ceremony and for the special occasion, we would like to enjoy a dish of curry. And also because of the round shape, a lot of really the blessing meaning included inside.
大家都尝一尝。然后，因为我之前也查了一些资料，看到说是咱们准噶尔旗这个地方，它的地理位置是比较特殊的，它属于这个陕、晋、蒙和三省。
So we talk about this location of Jungerbanner. Jungerbanner is very special. We talk about this geographic position. Actually, it's the border city to a Shanxi, and it's also absorbed a lot of a different way of making food from the different other city or provincial cuisines. So looking at a lot of dishes not only reflect the inner Mongolian culture, but also reflected the Han culture, especially that's learned from Shanxi and the Shanxi provinces. So we talk about a dish of food, not just a tasty food. It's reflected part of the history and also the local culture. So there are a lot of stories we can tell behind the very simple dish of food. And we also invite a very special music. So that's played by a local instrument we talk about is called manhandiao. And it's only enjoyed here in Jungerbanner, and it's in the Inner Mongolia. And manhandiao is considered as kind of a folk song, so usually seen in the fields during or after work. So people always refer to as a folk song or a party song. And also this is the Inner Mongolian style. So this is a Jungerbanner style. So this is called manhandiao. Manhan in the Mongolian language means desert. So can we enjoy a little bit the manhandiao? So talk about 慢汉调 or this folk song, we not really have a written like a rhythm. It's like a something we create based on what we see, what we are doing. So actually what I saying is like that this is a deep fried donut made from the local corn, and it's the glutinous corn. So you're looking at this is a folk song, but it's actually just created. So this we talk about that. This is the improvised work. So basically, it reflects people's way of life, way of work. Thank you very much. So we talk about this is a big feast, not just enjoying the very delicious food. We also enjoyed a story and a culture and also a little bit folk song. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.